Hi, everyone. I'm glad you're here today. Thanks for joining me. I'm kind of starting a new segment. I've combined the um, mooning the ancestors, the one that where I talked more about the moon energies. I've combined that with the tuning. I think that will be helpful in clearing for the moon tuning that we do if we put our thoughts there and intentions ahead of time. And so it left today open, and I'll be doing different things here, but I wanted to do an oracle card today, and the universe wanted me to pull 5. And so I'll be looking at each of those. I'll show them to you, and then I'll look at them and read them and see what insights come through. And then I'll read the message from the little book. And these cards today are from the Herbal Astrology cards. I love herbs and I love astrology. I love astrology in a different way, though, that I feel than a lot of people might. I like the connection between just like I talk to ancestors, I talk to the stars. Venus comes through very clearly for me, and the moon, of course, and sometimes the sun, sometimes other planets or stars, the wandering stars, as I call the planets. And I feel their energies and know that they're here to guide us. And just like I feel the energies in the garden and the trees and the flowers talk to me, so does the stars, so does the moon. And I'm just hoping to pass on to you guys 2 things. One is the great love that the universe has for us, and that in our spirit we have for them. It's a dual magnetism. And then also the idea to convey to you the knowledge, the idea that they're here for us, even when it seems like they're not. What they're bringing us is just what we need at that time. And it's coordinated by our angel or by our higher self, however you see that. They work with the stars in conjunction with the sky clock energies to bring us what we need at the right time. So the first card today, it's an eagle. It's cordyceps. And some of these herbs I don't know. I think cordyceps is a mushroom, though. Just giving you time to look at that. So I'll look at it now and see what insights come through. I think it's great significance in the eagle. I think it's like soaring, rising, almost like the phoenix, although not rising from the ashes, but rising from the strength of the earth and the great energy of source that fuels all the energy and comes up through the soil. This is us rising through that energy of source, through the strength of the earth. It also has the stars in the background. I don't know if you could see that. A band of stars. Kind of like surrounding us in with love and guidance, with courage, with safety. And this is a strand of DNA. So as we gather our strength from the earth and clear our energies like we're doing, clear the old stories from us, from our ancestors, from any past lives we may have had, we clear and we rise in that strength and become the people we are meant to be, live the lives that we're meant to live. And that's beautiful. The second card here is the cannabis, the marijuana plant. giving you time to look at that. And the cordibus, I forgot to read the word. The cordibus is about revival, which is what we do as we clear our old stories. It's a revival, it's a restoration of our hearts and minds to how we're meant to be, how we were at conception, how we were in the oneness. That's our goal here, one of our purposes of restoration and detachment. Let's see what detachment, what this card has to show. I've got to put it under my light here. Huh. Well, this is interesting. See the line here of the, say, the edge of the moon or the edge of the horizon. I don't know if you could see it. Right in the middle here, it's like a man or a woman doing high jump, where you turn your back to it and kind of float over the top, over your back. That's what they're doing here. Amazing. And the other thing that comes to me is all the energies here, the guidances that are here through spirit. You can see them here, you can see them here. But detachment, I guess we need, I don't know if detachment is quite the right word. You don't want to detach from your emotions, but you don't want to hold on to them so tight. That's what causes all the stuck energy, or the frozen energy of the emotions within our biofield and in our body. But we have to be unattached, perhaps, instead of detached, and a little space, acknowledge how they're helping, look at it from a little bit of a distance so that you can see what you're feeling, be very close to feel it and hear it and know what it's about, and then be able to set it aside enough that you can float over that high jump bar. And ginseng is the third. I really like this card. It's very interesting and friendly. Like it's calling to me. It's full of stars, as if the stars are placed here just for us, and they are. The man has like the helm of the ship where he steers his own life. That's what we're here to do, to steer our own life. I was certainly in powerlessness, not steering my life, kind of overwhelmed with all the emotions, the stuck energy, the patterns, the old patterns that I had from conception, and all that I carried of my ancestors. I didn't steer my ship very well. I'm just learning to, in the last several years, learning to grab that helm and steer my ship. And hmm, and again, he's a magician or a witch. And I like to think of magic as how we integrate our energies with the energies that are there in the universe for us. How we integrate those to make our life the best we can here, and to have all that we're meant to have, all we're meant to know, all we're meant to experience from those helps of all the stars and moon and sun, including this, and how, as well as all the plants and nature around us. To me, that's magic, how we integrate ourselves with the energies of the universe around us. And that's what he's doing. His magic is high, right? He is using the roots there of the ginseng. He is steering his life. He is guided by the stars. The fourth card is the reishi mushroom, and very medicinal. I've made tinctures of the reishi and found them very helpful in health, right? Staying healthy. And this is about retreat. To retreat when you need to. It's almost the shape of a heart, isn't it? And the threshold over the door, retreat into your heart, retreat into your inner self as you need to, as to stay grounded and focused. And to be able to detach, to be able to increase your magic, to take charge of your magic. And then that leads to the revival. So the cards are starting to make sense to me now. And the last one here is the mugwort, which is about psychic healing. And again, that's what we do in biofield tuning, in any of the healing modalities, in the energy healing modalities, is for psychic or mental and emotional inner healing, guided by the wisdom of the owl. And the looking glass, right? So many people and things in our path are here to mirror to us, so that we get a message to learn. And she also is guided by the moon. She's guided by the moon. Beautiful. And to me, she is the healer, right? She is the healer, making use of the herbs with the wisdom and the inner healing. So I'll read the cards here. I'll read from the book. The first one. Again, the cordyceps. The energy is renewal, soaring to new heights, opportunity, activation, and resurrection. It's ruled by Jupiter, Pluto, and Mars. And the guidance of this card: it's time to soar to new heights. Energy is available to manifest your greatest dreams. Passion is in alignment with knowledge. Energy is in alignment with matter. Like the great eagle, you are blessed with the connection to the divine. You have an innate ability to live in the realm of spirit, yet remain connected and balanced within the realms of earth. From the height of the clouds where the Great Spirit dwells, the great eagle mirrors your ability to observe with expansive awareness and achieve great sight beyond the mundane. Eagle and cordyceps represent the courage to channel the higher mind, ether, and the realm of illumination and higher consciousness. If you have been walking in the shadows, you are being asked to reconnect with the element of ether, the divine, and your higher mind. Heal your broken wings with love and seek a higher ground to observe the greatness of what you're made of. That's beautiful. The greatness of what we're made of. And the next one is cannabis. I'll show you the card again. Cannabis is about detachment, deep contemplation, freedom from pain in your body, inner calm and immunity, and it's ruled by Saturn and Neptune. Neptune, sorry. And the guidance of the cannabis is that Saturn is said to be the lord of time and space, the lord of karma. Although often called the great malefic, Saturn is much more than what we experience in third-dimensional reality. The space-time continuum is a system that encompasses third-dimensional reality as we know it, said to be ruled by Saturn. Yet the transcendence of this reality is freedom from Saturn, depicted by its polarity, Neptune. When the angels of time and space are respected, presented with Saturn, they bless us with freedom and the ability to transcend, which is Neptune, the cycles of the pain body. If you feel restless, anxious, trapped in your own body, or have trouble sleeping, cannabis is here to remind you to cultivate inner calm. Breathe deeply, go for a walk in nature, immerse yourself in meditation, take naps, and creatively cultivate practices that soften the unsettled aspects of your being. Don't succumb to quick fix solutions when it comes to decompressing, as it often leads to self neglect and disassociation. Tune deeply into the energies of this ancient ally and learn to transcend the cycles of the self induced pain, our old stories, and how we all at some point feel separated from others and from source, and lonely or sad, or sometimes it comes as anger or powerlessness, right? There's so many ways it can show up, and all in feeling that separation, we feel not enough or we feel not worthy. And the ginseng. And that's the magician's steering his ship. And this is stirred by Uranus and Jupiter. It means a master manifester, boundless energy, potential, resourcefulness, and expansion. Those are lovely, lovely energies, and I'm ready for them. I'm reaching out, opening my heart and my arms to them. And the guidance here. Ginseng, like the magician in the tarot, embodies the wizardry and brilliance. You are a master manifester, and now is the time to sow the seeds of your dreams to bring your intentions to fruition. The tools, skills, and wisdom you've gathered have led you to this moment. Ginseng's unique signature trait reminds you to keep a clear vision consistently, unmotivated by ego, status, money, or vanity of the ego, to manifest a deeply powerful and creative light in alignment to your higher self. Deeply listen and realize to the wizard within, and act solely with intention for the greater good. Some of these energies, and I think it goes to this. I'll speak about that at the end here, just a minute. And Rishi. No, I'll speak about it now. I just feel guided by spirit to do so. The moon energies this week are about just what this was saying. It's a project unfinished, right? To look inside, see what it is you need to finish. But it's not just about the physical projects. It's about your inner self. It's about changing those inner those old stories that we're talking about, so that we can expand, so that we can renew and be revitalized. And so look into your heart. We'll do that tomorrow with the tuning for a project that you might need to finish, and how you can turn that into inner healing as well as the physical, which is what I'm learning to do with feng shui. And as I redo my old house that needs tons and tons of repairs and work and everything, I'm redoing myself, renewing myself. And it's hard work, but it's great work. And those changes in the inner self are so great. And so are the ones in the physical realm too, but especially the inner work we can do. And the reishi mushroom. And the reishi is about retreat, recovery, meditation, hibernation, spiritual contemplation, replenishment of spirit, which we all need, definitely. The guidance says take time and pause. It's time for renewal. It's time for renewal. It's time for the inner guidance, right? The cannabis was about. It's if you feel overwhelmed or mentally overloaded, it's time to retreat. Take the time to recuperate and recharge, and personal growth will follow you. Overstimulation and indecision lead to a sense of weakness, imprisonment, and a feeling that you are evading death. And these are the feelings of lack, right? The mindset of lack. We're not enough, or the many ways that lack shows up in money and body and in our lives, but especially that feeling of separateness and aloneness and not worthiness or not enough. So that overstimulation, doing too much, say those projects, that's why the projects are about your inner self, because the projects can get you in your mind, right? Get your body really busy, get your mind focused, work, 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 work. But no, that's not what it's about. It's about pausing. It's about listening. It's about making the inner changes while you make the outer changes. Like the bear, which is shown on the side of the card here, over about right there. Like the bear, hibernate or rest before you take on the next project or challenge. There you go. Take time to meditate and rest and relax, to know what it is that you're supposed to work on in your inner self and in your life there. Many Native American tribes have called this space of inner contemplation the Dream Lodge, a place to witness death and see beyond the confines of physical reality by visiting the dream time. Create the space to be in silence and calm the internet chatter. Reflection is key to the path of self-mastery. Drop the card, drop the mic. Sorry for unexpected noise there. But all these are pointed to, like the cannabis is to detach, to be able to rest. The ginseng is about knowing your own power or steering your life. And part of that is knowing when you need to rest, knowing that you need to expand your inner self as you expand your life. And now the mugwort. And the mugwort is about dream work. Again, just as we were reading in Rishi about dream work. So what are your dreams about? Maybe that's the project that each of us need to be working on, is what's your dream in your heart, what in your inner self, right? what is that that you dream of? And then pursue that in some way. Take a step today toward, in some way, toward knowing what that dream is or bringing it into reality. It's about the liminal space in transition, other realities, and clairvoyance and foresight. So it's all about intuition and receiving that information from spirit, from your inner spirit, and from your angel or your higher self. Artemis, the moon goddess, and her wise white owl meet as you enter the liminal space between one life phase and the next. Your channel is wide open. She is instructing you on how to draw upon your psychic powers to pass through this test within the realms of shadow, the physical life we're in. You are not lost. Oftentimes, the greatest clarity dawns after the darkest hours. Owl medicine asks you to use the powers of keen psychic sight to observe and intuit aspects of your life that may still lay in darkness. Confront that which is unworthy of your devotion. Eradicate destructive forces. Pay attention to the signs and omens that appear as you navigate the labyrinth of subterranean forest. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. The herbs are forests. The sky clock is forest. The earth is forest. All the universe is forest. So the question is, are you allowing, are you taking time to retreat, detach, to tune in to that intuition, to that guidance, so that you can be renewed and steer your life toward your dreams? I'll leave you with that thought. I'm listening to spirit here. It's a word on your ancestors. And I asked, as always, a message today from the cards that would be guidance for each of you who are watching today or watching whenever you're watching. And from the ancestors, also we can receive guidance. Trust the ones that are in the oneness. Hold fast to the good that they have given you through their lives, and retreat and heal and detach from those old inner patterns of ancestral patterns, so that you can drive toward your dreams and be guided by them and not by the old stories within, and clear your inner line, your whole family line. In doing so, not just you, it clears the ancestors, it clears your children. And I wish that for you. So I'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.